really tired. Remember I had to keep leaving and I just go sit in a chair?
Yeah.
So I think it was coming on for a while.
And then I was
There's
away.
Chris. You're the first one on, Chris.
Chris, okay. Hello.
Yes, hello. Kate says we have a really good show. So we're going to go by Kate's word.
Yeah,
it is pretty good.
We've got some new things. Right?
Yeah, we do. I know. I don't know. We were kind of in the Christmas mood a little bit.
Yeah.
Right?
Okay. We're getting there.
Yeah. But then I realized we have to do Halloween and Thanksgiving. We can't forget about those holidays, right?
No.
Hi, everybody.
Yeah. Let's see. There's South Dakota.
Hi, Patty. Yeah. All right. Wonderful.
Joanne.
Wouldn't you know I need to cough right now?
Okay.
Already.
Do you need a drink of water?
Well, I got my Diet Pepsi. Maybe I'll just take a sip.
Okay. Hello.
If I need to cough, I'll run off and I'll cough and I'll come back on.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah, I'll do the same.
Yes. Okay. If we go together, if we disappear, you'll know we both went off to cough.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, it's muggy in Ohio. It's muggy here in Pittsburgh.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Wow. Ray said 103 yesterday. Wow. Where, Ray? That's New Jersey, right?
I thought she was in Virginia.
I don't know.
Maybe,
well, I just think of her as being in. She's the one we ran into in Cape May.
That's
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm thinking of somebody else.
Okay.
From the heat, did you cool down from the heat?
We did
wave?
not.
No,
unless the storm just cooled us down. But we didn't. No.
Nope.
No, we don't like it at all either. No.
Good to see you. Hi from.
All right.
Yeah, we don't like that. I always say.
I better go get a throat lozenge. Joni, you tell them about the prizes.
Okay, all right. I love prizes.
Okay, and then I'm just gonna get a throat lozenge in my mouth.
Okay.
I think I'll be all right.
Okay, so our first prize tonight will be in about 15 or 20 minutes. Kate will look down and see somebody's name, and she'll deposit $25 into their account that you can use tonight. Okay, then we have a midway prize. Halfway through the show, we're going to give out, Kate will do the same thing and she'll pick somebody's name. And what we have is a book that's called Jiffy Quilts. And I love this, Quilts for Those Short on Time. So that's what this will be, the midway. And it also, I know.
Oh, that's perfect.
That's perfect. And also a layer cake will come with that. So you can use that to make one of your new quilts even though you're short on time.
Yes.
Okay. And then at the end of the night, we have our famous picnic basket. Okay, we have a picnic basket for 2 people if we get over 1,000.
How many do we have?
Let's see.
Does anybody know? Call it. Press share.
$7.95 so far.
How much?
$7.95.
Okay.
You better press share.
Yeah, press share for us, everybody.
Yeah.
Press
there's
share.
From Rhode Island. I was at the Rhode Island airport.
Yes.
I had the best bean burger there, and that was the best one I ever had at their airport.
At their airport.
Yeah.
Everybody fly there and have the veggie bean burger.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. So we have our little picnic basket. Inside is a travel mug, Gloria Horn travel mug, and also Make It Easy with 3-Yard Quilts book. And
Kathy and Mary Lou were very generous tonight.
They a 3-yard pack.
Wow.
So 3 different yards of fabric. So
Rhode Island rocks.
Rhode Island.
Yes, because they have the best veggie bean burgers.
At the airport.
At the airport, yeah. I never had a bean burger either. A veggie bean burger. I've never had one. What made you order that? You're not a vegetarian.
No, but I don't like to eat hamburger.
Oh, okay. There you go. She doesn't like condiments. She doesn't like hamburgers. So there, we got you.
But that was the best one I ever had.
Joni over. Don't have condiments.
No, I don't.
That kind of makes her sick to her stomach.
Yeah, like ketchup. I don't like the smell of it. And so I don't like condiments. The only thing I'll do is have mayonnaise in my tuna fish salad.
That's it.
That's it.
Okay, so if you invite her over, don't go heavy on the condiments.
But we'll have 2. Did we get any more?
Well, no, we don't know yet. They're still gathering on. They're not used to us being on time.
No.
So they haven't tuned in yet.
And good news.
Good news?
Good 10% back into your account tonight.
Yes, yeah.
That's good news.
And, all right, how about anybody new here? she's Judy's a butcher's daughter. You
Oh.
need the beef. I like the beef too. A veggie bean burger wouldn't do it for me.
No.
No. Mm-mm. No.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
I'm with you on that one.
Okay.
All right. Now,
Okay.
if you're new here and you're on Facebook, you're going to want to register because we have really, really good items tonight. So what you want to do, if you're on Facebook, just go down to the comment bar and type in the word register, then press enter, and a new screen will come up. And I just want you to put in 4 things: your first name, last name, email address, and your phone number. And then advance to the next screen. They're going to make you set up a username and password. Just do that real quick. Now, tonight, there isn't limited quantities, right? Like, no, I don't think there's very few limited quantities. But it's just on Mondays. You got to be ready. You got to be registered ahead of time.
Yeah.
Because you can't be on Facebook because Facebook takes longer.
Right.
So the best way to buy is to get our app or to get on the computer and do it on the computer too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
But we do have, for those that are local, we just decided, I don't know, it was just, the store was too quiet.
Yeah.
And we know that there's a lot of Joann customers out there, and we're all trying to get them to come into our store. So if you're local, we do have a wall full of fabric that's only $7.88 a yard.
Yes.
So you
and
gotta.
people were here today, buying it. They loved it.
Listen, my hair looks good. My daughter Sarah did it. Sarah
Yes,
decided to go back into hairdressing. She really
good.
loved it.
Yeah.
She's really artistic and stuff. So it does fit her better. I just thought, when you're a hairdresser, you don't get a steady paycheck.
No.
Because you get no shows and stuff.
Yeah.
It's really hard. But she decided to go back in it. And she does do color really, really good. Like, my hair actually was too dark and she lightened it.
Okay.
Whereas others my age are gray and they want dark put back in it, right?
Oh,
But
yeah.
mine went from, when I was younger, I was blonde and then it went darker. So she kind of lightens my up and makes it look pretty. And she always does a real nice cut for me too. So if you want a new haircut, go to Sarah. And she's at XO Salon on Mount Washington. Hey, when I was heading home, see, I know nothing about Mount Washington. Do you know anything about Mount Washington? But, okay, so from her place, usually I go down the hill and go right home. This time I was pointing up, and so I just, I wonder what's up there. My GPS wanted me to take up there. There was a bar up there that had hundreds of people hanging out, the porch and everything.
Was that that 412?
I don't know. How do you know a bar up there on Mount Washington?
Was it right there on the ledge?
It seemed like it. No. No.
Okay, there is one called, I forget what it's called, but I think that maybe
But it looked like a hangout for young people. Yeah. So, so get your hair cut and then go to a bar.
Yeah.
Yeah. There used to be a lot more restaurants up in the Mount Washington kind of little, beyond the lookout.
Yeah.
And I think a lot of them went under during COVID, but they're coming back. They're opening up again, and they're really, really good too. Oh, we're over 1,000.
Oh, good.
Yay! Good.
Two end of the night prizes.
Yeah, and this one's a really good
You
one
have to
tonight.
watch till the end of the night.
Yeah. Okay. So did we tell them everything? So they know about the 10% put back into your account to spend later.
Yeah.
The best way to spend your 10% is on things that that you don't get to take the 10%, right?
Right.
Usually Kimberbell is not included,
yeah.
right? And usually our events are not included, right?
Yeah.
So what else? So our events.
Machines?
Machines. A lot of times machines aren't.
Yeah.
So you can spend, because if you spend your 10% that you had saved up on something that you won't get the 10%. They call that double dipping.
Yeah.
So you want to make sure that you redeem that towards things that you don't get the 10% on. Do you get that? You understand that? Be smart shoppers. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, Ginger, we're giving out 2 tonight. So Ginger's saying there's 1,000 on there too. So that's wonderful.
Okay.
Yeah. All right. Now, the first item, so they know about that. Shipping is still only $8. Steve will not budge on that. And guess what? I am so glad that he did not budge on that, because that's part of my audit, that we were supposed to charge sales tax on shipping.
Yeah, you were saying that, and I never heard of that.
I checked things that I bought online, and I was not charged sales tax on shipping.
Now, is that
I wasn't,
only,
but that's...
Do you, if they live outside of Pennsylvania?
Yeah, I don't pay shipping. I don't pay tax on anything shipped outside of Pennsylvania.
Okay,
Yeah.
but if they have something
If that
shipped,
person was shipped and in Pennsylvania and paid the $8 for shipping, then I have to pay the sales tax on that. So they have to. I know it's
so
like,
you're
and I did. I tried it. And well, yeah, they're gonna, and I don't know whether. I hope they aren't gonna give me a penalty, because I didn't know. But you know what? They said, we expect you to I don't know, like they expect, in so many words, they expect me to read all the laws and all the rules and everything and be up on that.
The book is probably that thick.
Exactly. Yeah.
Okay, so Connie's son, grandson,
Hi, Mox.
Yeah.
Hi, Mox. Welcome.
How you doing?
Yeah, get your grandma to buy lots. Okay, yeah.
Okay.
All right. So it looks like our first one is embroidery elegance.
Yes.
Right?
Okay. So this is Tommy's casserole. It's beautiful. So it's not quite done yet, but it will be like this. Okay. I guess the lining will be here, but this is the underneath side.
So we send him and John to Bernina training. Yeah.
Okay. And look at that.
So
Okay. This one.
who knows? Go like that. Yeah, they can
Yes,
see it better like that. Okay. And then there's going to be tabs that hold wooden dowels on too. Yeah.
And the kit's going to have the dowel rods.
Yep.
And the USB stick. And it's really a fun looking one.
Yeah. Well, he called it Old Glory.
Old Glory.
I don't know whether I like that or not.
Yeah.
Old Glory. Okay.
Yeah.
I remember he called one Gam's Garden. Yeah. So Old Glory. Yeah.
Okay.
I'd say
Old Glory.
Stylish, but Old Glory, maybe.
Yeah.
But look at how gorgeous this is.
And look at the embroidery designs
Right
on
here.
Yeah, this is beautiful. And then and this looks like quilting over here. It has the Liberty Bell and the Statue of Liberty and the stars. And this one is the eagle and lots of stars.
I think I would do this in navy blue. Because I think it's hard to see, right? But they wanted to see what it looked like in gold.
Yeah.
Now, there's something on here that is going to be the present. You know how he always puts a present? I already got the candy. I think I over-ordered candy because we got to make sure. Okay. Rockets would have been great.
Yeah.
Or what? Yeah.
Rockets in air. Yeah.
Yeah. So he's going to keep going with this. He's not done yet, but it is looking really good.
Yeah. And the background here, look at the little tiny eagle's head. And the American flag.
I just think this part right here looks so elegant. I love this.
Yeah.
To commemorate the 250th birthday of the United States of America.
Yeah, I mean, you have this, and then if you read next year, we're going to celebrate all year long.
All of our fabric suppliers are telling us to stock up on red, white, and blue, that it's going to be a year-long celebration. So that sounds good to me, right? But anyhow, something on here, right there, is going to give you a clue to what your present inside, because he always puts a little something extra in. So that's going to be a clue right there.
Okay,
as to what you're going to get. You won't even know. You're going to be shocked. Okay. Yeah,
this is really beautiful. So,
well, what happened? They wanted to get the boxes out, and we ran out of candy, and so they just went, do we wait for the candy? It's not coming in for 3 more days. So they went ahead and shipped, and then they started putting candy in every single order, every fabric order, everything. But I'm ready. Yeah. Yeah, we should offer this. Well, Tommy is talking, so we're ready to move on to our next level, because Tommy is talking to a wholesaler about them distributing his embroidery designs.
Okay.
Isn't that cool?
Yes.
They won't get the box. They won't get the presents. They won't get the candy. Nope.
No.
And
no, it's going to be just the directions and the designs.
Yeah.
Right?
But yeah, so it isn't done yet. We have no idea when it's going to ship. We're not going to commit to a thing, right? Because we don't know when. Because he's away. We sent him away. He didn't want to go, but I wanted him to go. So he went to Bernina with John. Steve and I got to go to Bernina, and we want John and Tommy to know the Berninas too. So yeah, so I think it's going to be really good. So yeah,
so
Carol's kind of been working with Tommy on it. So I don't know, like I think they're going to start cutting the fabric next week. I don't even remember when he comes home. Do you know when he comes back?
No, I don't know. I was surprised they went on a Thursday. I guess it's all weekend. Yeah, we think that they would.
Yeah, and you know, Bernina was the originator of the dealer convention. That Bernina had Bernina University long before any other brand did, and so it is a huge event for them. So I think it's going to be really fun. Okay, now what do we have next? We
next
got the
this
so Steve,
one.
can you explain this?
Oh, here
or do
we
you
have.
know it, Joni? I'll step aside.
We have a $25 winner, and is Deborah Huck, Huck. Congratulations to Deborah. You got $25 to spend tonight. Okay,
so they're putting it. Kate's gonna put it in your account right now.
Okay,
you can spend it tonight. You can save it for another night. Okay, you come tell them, Steve, because you know more than I do. And I'll how about this?
Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
So this is an embroidery design from OASD to complete. It's called the Leafy Applique Quilt by Kate Fassett. So it utilizes the Kate Fassett fabric, but this is the top cover of the collection here. But if we flip into some pages here, let's zoom in on this one. You can get a good idea of what the picture the quilt's going to look like. So this is one of the quilts done with a white background. So it's blocks of applique that you piece together. So it's almost like a big towel scene where you get all the different blocks and then you're able to piece them together. And it looks neat because the ones with like the vases, you can see they're going around the edges here. So it gives a consistent look that way, and then the different ones inside.
But Kathy had different plans, didn't she?
Did she?
She's going to decorate a blue jean jacket.
Oh, she's going to decorate a blue jean jacket.
Put that on blue
Okay.
jean. Yeah.
So this one's on the blue jean jacket
so they're
there.
going to teach it.
Yep.
Ruth, Mary Lou and Kathy are going to teach it.
So you get all those designs. Oh, these two? Oh,
yeah, it was nice.
You get 19. Oh, there's lots of designs.
Yeah, there are. There was more than, because I was looking for this one, and it was on like the second page. So
there's 8 there.
And I think there's 19. Did I read? Or?
Yeah, there's 19. That would be right. Yeah, so 19 designs. That's a lot of designs.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's for the designs.
Yes.
Right?
Yep. And it's applique, and you trim with a blanket stitch, which it gives it a really nice look. That
I think it's going to look awesome on blue jean.
I think this would be a beautiful quilt.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's some of the quilt blocks. Those are pretty.
And what is this called?
This is Leafy Applique.
Leafy Applique
Quilt.
And designed by Kate.
Yep.
Yeah. And so, and how much is that collection?
$34.99.
Really? That's really good. Now, how do they get the designs? Are they going to get emailed to them? Or?
I think we purchased the license. It's a USB. It's a USB.
Okay.
Okay, and then we mail out
the USB.
Okay. Okay. But that's not all.
Yeah.
No.
So we have.
So that's the design. So you have to get the design, but you also need the fabric to go with it. So we have Kate Fassett.
Fat quarter bundle.
But we ordered them, but we have the jelly rolls
to show the colors.
Yeah, to show the colors. Yeah.
Okay.
So this one, and Kate wrote the name of each one on. So this one is called Spectrum, and these are the colors. I think if you look here, you get to see them really good.
So if you like brights, this is a really good one, right?
Yeah.
Let's put them all out. Don't move them. Don't move them. Okay, here's the next one.
This one's all the primary colors. And then the first one. This next one's
it's like greens. This is called Tidal, and it's all shades of green, a little bit of yellow. There's blue in there too. Yeah.
Greens and blues. Okay.
Okay. And then this one is called Polaris.
Polaris.
Okay. And this one is blacks and lots of
Yeah.
pinks and
I kind of went with that one because it was one of the pictures
Mm-hmm.
in here. Reminded me of it. There was lights and darks. So
16 assorted. So just 16. They're just calling for assorted
yeah,
fabrics.
16 assorted. So how many fat quarters are in these bundles?
let's see. It doesn't say. Let's see.
I could go look it up.
20.
20. So that's
Okay,
perfect.
that's
Yep.
So it
perfect.
calls for 16 assorted fat quarters in order to make the quilt. And each one of these fat, so this, you won't be getting the jelly roll, although you could buy the jelly roll if you wanted, but you'll be getting the fat quarter bundles, which is 20 of each, in 20 different fabrics, each 18 by 22. And then there's
This
two more.
one, this
Yeah.
one we didn't have a sample, but this one's called Royal, and it's a lot of blues, blues and
then
like
one more.
orange. And
These will
then
be fat quarter bundles.
These are the best fabrics for
Jelly rolls are just here for the colors.
yeah. And this
but
is called
these are the best
Shorebird.
jelly rolls to make jelly roll rugs out of.
Yeah.
The cave ones.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so this is just so you can buy these. So you can just search for cave jelly roll.
I'll add them in, and we'll come back
at
around
the end
to
and
it.
we'll show them
Yeah.
again.
Yep.
Yeah, because they are the best to do your jelly roll rugs with.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. Now what do you have?
Okay, so now this one. Okay, this I think is so much fun. This one is called, let's see, the official name, Design a Block Christmas. And it is by, here, let's move this.
I'm gonna add these in.
Yeah,
so
Design a
I'll
Block
put
Christmas.
them in the line.
So you get all of these designs. You'll get like they call greenery and also critters. You get, and it has, birds and a lot of little birds, and then words. And you can combine them any way you want, and they turn out beautiful, and it's really fun. So I was going to demonstrate
Yeah,
on
I
how
love
to
that.
do it. So the designs do come on a CD, and we did put them on a USB stick so that we could take them over and put them in the machine. And so you'll have to do that too. But this is Claudia. One is called
And
Claudia's
there's some of her-
Creations.
so you combine the designs.
That's
so
right.
She gives you all
These-
the pieces.
Like this one is 3 separate designs. So you have the
Okay.
lettering, and then the greenery, and then the critters. Okay,
You can
and
see all of them right here.
now there are some that are also already completed. So they look like this. So this one is completed, and this one, and this one.
Now, what's
so
on the other pages?
Those are the other, probably the other
Okay, just
designs.
other suggestions.
Yeah. These are the ones that are completed.
Okay.
And then- So there's a lot of instructions.
so
Yeah,
these are
so
all the
the-
different
Yes,
pieces.
these
that
are the
you put
greenery.
together.
Yeah, and these
Yeah,
will
and
all
I
be
love that
separate.
one.
That's the one I'm going to use tonight.
Okay, all right.
All right. So we're
She's
going to go.
ready for you.
Yeah. Okay. So we're going to go over here, and I have them on my USB, and so I'll just open the machine up, and we're going to go to the pocket. Okay, and then we're going to read what's on the USB stick right here. And there's my designs and instructions, but we want the designs. And then these are all the different formats that it comes in. So it comes in Art, DST, EXP, Husk, Jeff, PES, VIP, BP3, but we want PES. So there is the folder of the greenery, and then this one is the critters and the words, and there's the 4 finished designs. So to create a design, I'm going to go to greenery, and now there's 3 different hoop sizes. So we have the 6x10, the 8x12, and the 10x14. So I'm going to use the 8x12, and there's my little jingle bells and on the fern, and there's my wreath. So I'm going to select the wreath, and then we're going to hit set, and we're going to make sure you want to add to this design. So make sure you touch add, and that will take you back to the beginning. So we'll go to the pocket, and then we're going to read what's on the stick, and we'll go back to designs, and PES. Okay, and I'm going to go into the critters. And there again, I'm going to pick the 8x12 hoop. And let's say I'm going to pick the cardinal. So there's cardinal on some greens, and then there's also plain cardinal. So I'm going to select the plain cardinal. I'll hit set, and then I want to move that. I'm going to move it so it sits like right on the lower part of the, okay. So we're going to go to edit, and we'll go to move, and I'm going to slide this down.
I like it, Jenny.
Yeah, I do too.
I do too.
Oh, it's
Okay.
fun. It's fun. So
Okay.
there's my little cardinal, and we're going to say okay. Now I still want to add. I want to add some of that lettering to it. So make sure you touch add, and go back to your pocket, and we'll read what's on the USB stick. Go to designs, and then we'll go to PES, and we'll go to the words. And there again, there's my 3 different hoop sizes. I'm going to go with the 8x12. And let's put in here.
How about believe?
Believe,
Yeah, this is the
okay.
first one. I
Okay,
kinda
you like
that one.
believe. Okay, there it is.
Oh,
Okay, so
let's
I'm
zoom in on it.
yeah, so I'm gonna hit set. And let's zoom in because I might need to adjust the believe a little bit. So we're
Okay.
gonna go look at that. And it's a little bit, I can just move it
Yeah,
slightly.
move it, yeah.
So we're gonna go okay, and we'll go to edit, and I'm just gonna go to move and just bring that over a little bit.
I like
Isn't that
it.
nice? Isn't
Yeah.
that fun? And then we're gonna, here, let's zoom in again and make sure we like the way it looks. And there it is. That's beautiful.
It is. It is.
Okay, so then I would save it. So after I'd be ready to sew it out, but let's put it in the memory, and I'll save it to my machine. You could even save it to your USB stick, and you'd have all your designs together there. But let's, I want to show you the ones that are already done.
Okay.
So we're going to go back to home and say okay, and then we'll put this, we'll go to embroidery, pocket, we'll read what's on the USB stick, and designs, and then the PES, and we'll go to the 4 finished designs. And let's go to the 8x12 hoop, and there they are.
Oh.
Yeah, see, those are completed for you. Because I was
But
looking.
you get all those shapes separate so you can design your own?
Yes, yes.
Okay.
Yeah. So there's one I'm going to kind of.
There's something else down there.
Yeah,
What's
there's
that?
one more. This is the. This is the Joy, Hope, Love, Peace, Believe, Christmas. That's cute with the little present for the tree trunk.
Yeah.
Yeah. So they're really nice, and I like the. This one has here. We'll hit set, and we'll go in and zoom in.
Oh, it's the
Yeah, and has the
lights.
the lights on, the old-fashioned lights. Right? Yeah, I still have some of those.
You do? Yeah, I'm afraid to plug those in. Yes.
Yeah, but I think it's a really nice collection, and you can do so many different things in it.
So
with
how
it.
much is that? That's $48.
Okay,
for
with
the
that.
collection.
And 10%
All right.
back.
Yes, and 10%,
10% back.
put back in your account. Right. Okay. Now, wait do you see this next quilt? Deb was here today.
Yes, okay.
And she, this is the next item.
Yeah, this is a beautiful collection.
Yeah.
Gloria's been waiting for this
Oh,
to
yeah.
come in.
And even we didn't get every piece of fabric that we ordered. And they said that more is coming in late July. And by the time probably it gets to us, it'll be like the first week in August. But it's absolutely gorgeous, isn't it? So I ordered this back in November or December. And we didn't even get everything that we ordered yet. So, but she said that we're on the next shipment that comes in. So, yeah. But this is our exclusive Gloria quilt. You see these panel quilts where you just add borders to it, but then your quilt only ends up about 35 inches wide. That's not wide enough.
No.
So we added a strip of the border print, and we feel like it makes it look like you did all that piecing.
It does.
Right?
Oh, yeah. And no,
And it just gives it a really nice look.
We call this Gloria's quilt because I remember the day that we kind of created this.
Yeah.
We saw something and they wanted to use 2 separate panels, and we said, Oh, no, we're just going to, we kind of figured it out. Yeah.
And then from then on, it's nice and easy. It goes together really fast. And then you're ready to do your edge-to-edge quilting, right?
Yes.
And that's what we're always anxious to do, to get right to the embroidery. So it's really pretty. The backing does come with it. Oh, do you know what color they picked for backing? I forget what color she picked for backing.
I don't know. Is it in the kit?
Yeah. Let's see. Okay.
Yeah. One thing.
Okay, it is, right?
Yeah. I'm just going to tell them, somebody asked what size the finished designs were on this.
Okay.
And they are almost 8 by 8. Oh, they're 8. They're 7 1/4 by 7 1/2. So somebody asked that question.
Okay.
So let's see. What's
this? Or was the butterfly?
it? Must have been the butterfly fabric.
Okay, yeah, okay.
Yeah.
So this is what it gets backed in.
That's pretty.
There will be enough in there for you to do your wraparound binding too. So that's what will be on the edge. These little butterflies will come around the edge.
That's really pretty.
Yeah. So right there, that'll be on the edge. I think that, and the whole backing will be these butterflies, which are really pretty. That's the other thing, is we don't like a boring back. Like, we would never put a plain fabric. Do you remember, like, long time ago, everybody bought muslin for the back?
Yeah, I heard people say, it's the back, it doesn't matter. But I want them to look nice on both sides.
Right, because if you're, like, our kind of quilts are throws.
Right.
So if you throw it over,
you don't want to say.
Right, you don't want to put something plain on the back.
No.
You want something really pretty on the back. So we do this quilt over and over. We'll come up with a new design. We do have 2 new designs tonight.
Yes.
Yeah,
Okay.
so they're harder. We did have a couple people ask us for something that was more challenging.
Okay.
So I said, okay.
Okay. All right.
And, but the next item is we've got the placemats.
Yes. Okay.
So show them. So
okay. So this one I cut a piece out of it, but the panel makes 6 placemats. Okay. And so these are.
So this was the one that was here.
Yes. Okay. So right there. And so you'll get a panel to make 6 placemats, and then you'll get the backing fabric, and I use the wraparound binding, so you'll get enough to.
That's cute.
With the
yellow flowers.
It really makes the yellow pop out.
So there's no piecing to be done. It's already on there.
It's already on there, and I cut right in the middle of the 2 placemats, and then use the wraparound binding.
Yeah, and it turned out the perfect size for a placemat. So you could quilt this, you could stitch in the ditch it, whatever you want to do. You can leave it plain even.
Yeah.
You don't have to do a thing to it. Okay, so
and they asked what size the quilt was, and it's always like around 40 by...
Yeah, 40 by like 52.
Yeah.
Yeah, 40 by 52.
Okay.
Varies a little bit depending on the length of the panel. Okay, so we've got this is your placemat to go
and
with
the
it.
Quilt.
Okay. Now we should show the table runner, then we'll show those things.
Okay, so this is the 60-degree table runner with the octagon. So here it is. So you'll have another piece to add to your collection. Yeah, and this I measured, it ends up to be about 51. Yeah. And then this is the table topper.
Yeah. You know what? Like Kathy said that people were kind of afraid of the 60-degree runner because they don't like it when their points don't match exactly. But then we thought of today, Dolly was in making a table runner for a friend. She's going to do 60-degree, and she said what she's going to do is if her corners don't match or her stripes don't match exactly, she's going to take her extra fabric and cut out flowers and cover up where it doesn't match.
Okay, good.
I thought that was a really good idea.
Yeah, that is.
So I think that's what we should do for our fall event.
Okay.
I think because Kathy said that people were worried about the stripes matching. Okay. Well, if they don't match, don't worry about it. We're gonna cut a leaf and cover it.
That would be pretty.
We're gonna combine the rotary purse with the 60-degree. We got it. I think we got it.
Yeah.
I think we got it. because really you shouldn't be afraid of the 60-degree
No,
runner.
no.
They are so easy.
Yeah.
And we will be demonstrating, we will be helping you match these stripes exactly. So we have, we have the sticky tape that we use.
Yeah.
There's even that acorn fabric glue that you can use to it's nothing to it. And everybody saw our fall 60-degree runner at the event last year and said, "Why do you want to do this? We want to do this." But then some people said they were afraid because of the stripes. And then I just thought of that. Well, you could cut a butterfly
You could,
out
and
put
then
right
it would
there.
look, yes. It
If you
would.
don't like how your points match, put a little applique over it. All right?
Okay.
There. Yeah, a machine embroidered flower here and there. Exactly. Right.
Or a
So
little
that would be kind of fun.
Yeah, a little butterfly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, we're going to
Okay.
come up with something.
All
We're
right.
going to make it foolproof, just like last year. So many people came that weren't sewers. They came as a friend to someone, and they were nervous. You would be.
Yeah,
you would
yeah,
be.
they weren't, yeah.
And they left so happy with their projects. So
Yeah.
we will make it foolproof. So just remember that. I think we still have openings for the fall event, right? Yeah, we do.
Okay.
Yeah, on the Monday and Tuesday, right? Yeah. So that's good. We'll put that in at the end. We'll talk about it. Okay. So
All
this
right.
is the kit.
Yeah, so you get the border fabric and the backing
Now
fabric.
they need and I forgot to bring it, the 2 yards of fusible fleece. You could just put it in. So to complete this, you're going to need we make a 2-yard cut of the heavyweight fusible fleece, which works so much better than regular fusible fleece. It lays flatter, and you see how nice this lays.
Yeah.
And that's just because we always use that little bit heavier weight of the fusible fleece. So you will love it. It's not hard. We have videos on how to do it, but if you come to the fall event, you're going to make it right with us. Okay? So I think they should not only at the fall event make the runner, but make the octagon too.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, because
Definitely.
you have to kind of cut the pieces out, so you might as well make it, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're going to make you do it. And you're going to end up with something beautiful to put on your table for Thanksgiving, for the rest of fall and Thanksgiving. Yeah. I didn't make my shirt. Nope.
It is,
I do.
It's very colorful.
Yeah,
very
it's
pretty.
colorful. I need so I lost weight. I don't know how much.
I think it's probably like 40 pounds.
No, 40. She ups it every time she tells me, which makes me feel better. But she was like 20. I think you lost 20. And last week she said, I think you lost 30. Tonight she said it was 40. So that's good. Next week she'll say, you lost 50 pounds.
Yeah.
And I'll feel even better.
Yeah.
But so that's it. I have all these large shirts that I just need to take in a little bit.
Yeah.
Right. So I kind of gotta, get back to sewing clothing like that. So yeah.
Okay.
All right. So but these gadgets here.
Yes, so this
Okay.
one is they call it the Joni foot. This is the quilt binding foot, so you can see how I sewed right here on the edge. This foot is great, and we've been using it for a while now, but it was fairly new when we started using it. But it has
That's what I want John and Tommy to look for. Does Bernina have a foot like that?
Yeah, okay.
So we've got a long list of things we need. We're telling them you're not allowed to come home until you find this out. Right?
Okay, yeah, so this one it's not level. So on the back, it is thicker on one side than the other side. So when you put your binding on, it's thicker on one side than this side. So you just line up your foot. Let's say you were going to go like that. Here, I probably went like this. You put the edge of your faux binding on that. There's a little engraved mark right there. And this part is the thicker part of the foot, so it levels everything out.
And just slides.
It just slide. It falls into place, and you can sew perfectly straight. You'll have to move your needle over
It's
to the
a
left
game
a
changer,
little.
Jeanette says.
Yes,
That's right,
yes,
it is.
yeah.
It is. So Debbie used it for 2 quilts yesterday. So we don't put, we always do the wraparound. Because look how nice it looks on the back.
Right.
Yeah, so wrap
we've
around
been
to the
doing-
front.
Yeah, I haven't done
Regular
the
binding.
since we started using this foot.
Right. Did you do it when Dylan was born? Or did you do wraparound?
You know what? When Dylan was born, I did use this foot, but the other two,
You did regular binding. And how old is David?
Dylan, he's 4.
Oh, no. Well, I mean, David. You did for David.
David is 7.
7. So 7 years ago, she was doing traditional binding. She has not done traditional binding for 4 years because of that foot.
Yeah.
So
Isn't that
it's
funny?
just so much easier.
You remember everything by who was born or,
Yeah.
or who got married or, yeah.
Now, here.
Okay, now this is a really great tool to, this will help you miter your corners. So it is a ruler and it has great instructions in it. And we've demoed this many, many times.
So somebody's telling us that this is a octagon. What is this? A hexagon?
Oh no, it's a hexagon.
It is, Linda.
Okay. I guess. Okay.
Did you know that? I've been calling them octagon.
Well, octagon would be 8 and hex. I call it an octagon.
But our other thing we make is an octagon, and we were calling it the right thing.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
So this
it's a hexagon.
Hexagon. Hex. I don't know why. I just can't get that straight. Hex to me means 8.
Yeah. Hex means, octagon, 8 legs on the octopus.
Oh. Okay, now I'll never forget. 8 legs on the octopus.
But a hexagon, I don't know, I guess.
Hex.
Hex.
Sounds like the word 8. I don't know. Okay.
Yeah, okay.
But anyhow, right? Look they're saying, Judy's saying, love this ruler.
Yes, yeah, I love it too. So what you would do is you'd line up, there's a square on here, and you line that up with your corner, and you've got this fabric hanging out, and you mark it with that. And the instructions that comes with this are great, and we've demoed it several times.
We thought we were boring. We demonstrated
so many times.
We will do it again, but it's like we have to give it a rest because we're afraid people will sign out like, I already saw that.
I already saw,
Yeah, we try to show new
but
things.
that's the ruler you'll need for this. Now, the ruler you will need for the 60-degree table runner is this one. It is the 60-degree this is a triangle.
It is a triangle. It's not an octagon.
My daughter, I was helping my daughter hem some clothes and things. She goes, sewing is really hard. There's a lot of math. And I said, yeah, and when you get to quilting, it's like geometry.
Yeah, you finally use your geometry.
Yeah. Okay, so
parallelograms. Yes.
Or radius.
The radius of the square. I sound like the lion from Wizard of Oz, right? No, who didn't have a brain? Oh, that was the Scarecrow. Tin Man. No, wait, the Scarecrow. The Scarecrow all of a sudden went pi times 2 are squared. Yes.
And he knew everything.
And he could quilt now. Yeah. And now when he got a brain, he probably said to himself,
you are a quilter.
You can be a quilter now.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. So this is the 60-degree, and this one is the 12.5, and you can get them smaller, but we like this one because you can do any size.
Yeah, because the other one's 8.5, and let's even see what size.
Yeah, I think I did like 9 1/4.
Yeah. See, if you only had an 8.5, you couldn't have done this.
Right.
So you get the. We don't even sell the 8.5. You only need the 12.5. Right. That's all.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, in school, we never thought we'd need all that geometry and math. No, but we're using it every day, keeping our minds fresh. That's what I said. Like, wait a minute, what are they called? Spreadsheets. Like these kids, they think in spreadsheets.
Yeah.
We don't think spreadsheets. No.
I don't think I could.
What is the spreadsheet?
I've never done a spreadsheet.
Excel.
Yeah.
Excel.
Oh, okay.
We didn't learn that. No. And that's why I say you should say, and they organize things in their brains, and they immediately put it on a spreadsheet. They do. So we are leaving that up to them to do. We're training the new girls on running the cash register. Yeah.
Okay.
And they're having fun doing it. I think they're liking it. Yeah.
Okay.
So that's we're excited and about because now half our staff is young. And you know what I said? I said that when I was brand new in business, I was only 26 years old. And so there was a lot of elderly ladies that were coming in, and they were rooting for me. They liked that it was somebody young.
Yeah.
You know, getting started. They like, people walk in and like seeing that we have young people that are interested in sewing and want to do what we're doing, right?
right.
Yeah, so they all have an interest in it. Somehow Tommy's found a lot of people. You're interested, right, Kate? Kate said she's really interested. And I know the other new girls, they're all interested. So I think we got a good team. Yeah, the nuns that I had didn't teach the girls math or how to read rulers. They didn't think we needed it. Yeah. What, you went to a different class? You went to the cooking class and the boys went to math class, do you think? Or was it all girls? It might have been all girls.
They didn't teach the girls math or how to read rulers. Jeez.
Yeah, meanwhile, you needed that your whole life, friend.
Yeah, especially when you...
I'm assuming, right, that you were a nurse. She just retired, so she was the one that helped Ruth Ann get an appointment with a really good doctor on her back. So,
that's good.
Yeah, Fran did. Yep. Okay, what do we got next? Oh, so now we got the chocolate liner pen.
Okay, this is
that for this.
Yes, because what you on the ruler you'll mark that straight line on your fabric, and I love the chocolate liner ruler. It's got a pen. It has a really fine wheel on it, so it gives you a nice, clean, straight, thin line to read. So this is one of my favorite tools.
Yeah. So Brenda says she's impressed with John. He has been wonderful, but he has very bad luck with airplane flights. So did you know, Kate, their flight was delayed tonight? They had to run across the tarmac in Philadelphia because because they were going to miss a connection, and there was delays. Like every single flight he's been on so far. But it just seems like that's the normal for airline flight anymore, right? It just happened to you,
it
right?
Just happened to me. Yeah. It was, we've had
all the time.
Yeah, so many storms.
Yeah. So I know, but John thinks he's jinxed because he's had so.
Marilyn Barone was a math teacher. That's why she's such That's why she's such a good sewist.
Yes, she is. We declare there. Okay, we're going to bring in some new items now. So we got summer. Yeah, summer is over.
Okay,
you got to start thinking.
Christmas.
Yes, and I love this quilt
all right. So let's see. We're going to move. I don't want these things to get wrinkled, so I'm going to...
slide them out.
Yeah.
I think I'd like to open this.
Here, we'll put this over here.
A Riley Blake quilt kit. So first, take a look at it. It is, I love this artist. It is Lisa Audit, right? Am I thinking right? Yeah, does that sound right? Yeah, I love her artwork. I love it. I'm going to lay it down here.
Who is this now?
That's Lisa Audit, and I love her artwork. And I love this quilt. This is, it's got piecing, but it's very easy. Yeah, so piecing, and you end up with a spectacular quilt. So I am going to slide this out.
So are those, it looks like this is piecing, but that must be printed on the fabric.
So let's see if I can get it open without ripping anything. Let's see, there you go. Okay, you open it, Joni. I'll leave this one here.
Okay, here it.
Usually it's magnetic.
Yeah, here it is.
So it's a nice box to keep your supplies in.
And then this is the fabric. It is really pretty fabric.
Can we open it and slide the panel out so we can look at that?
So let's see. This one is, I see the panel. Look how pretty that.
I know. I love her.
It's just,
I love this. So there's
the panel.
Right there. Okay. Look at these. Are they the sweetest Santa pictures you ever saw? So Lisa Audit. Anytime I see her name, I stop and look. I didn't realize how big these would be.
Yeah, they are big. So
we better look and see how big that quilt is.
Okay, so this one is, the quilt size is 64 by 64.
Okay, that's a nice size. It's still throw size, but 2 people can fit under this.
Yeah, okay.
So here is the panel. I just love her artwork. So Lisa Audit, you'll hear me say her name forever, and so look, so there's just a little bit of piecing around,
here's
and then the trees.
Yeah, very simple because there's a picture.
So it's kind of
right there.
It's fun,
Yeah.
easy piecing, and you end up with a spectacular quilt with these beautiful fabrics. Like, let me show you this one. So, this one with the greens. I
That's
guess
really
that one
pretty.
comes here.
Yeah.
Yeah, so, okay, so let me see what it says, how big it is. Yeah, 64 by 64, designed by the Riley Blake designers. And so it's everything you need for the quilt top and the binding. So you know what, we are going to be selling, so I think they're going to need the backing, right? Usually they don't. Okay. The kit includes the quilt pattern, fabric for quilt top, and binding. So you will need the backing, but we bought the whole collection.
Okay.
So we'll be showing, you could get started with this, and then we'll be showing the whole collection for you to pick. I would try to pick something like I like that, and that also came with a gray background and also a white background. So I think that's what I would back it in, one of these fabrics. So
Right.
we'll be showing it. We just thought it'd be fun to show you some things, that might take a little longer than our Gloria exclusive
Right,
quilt.
yeah,
But
okay.
but you'll have it, get it in plenty of time to make it for Christmas. So
Okay, so we're gonna take this,
okay.
and she signed her work right here. Yeah, oh, Lisa Audit, yeah, she
Yeah.
signed it.
Right
Right
I
on the
love her
quilt.
stuff. I would love a piece of her, but see, it is her artwork printed on fabric. So you could turn this into little mini wall hangings too. So, okay, is it beginner friendly? I would say yes. This is
Yes.
beginner friendly, definitely. Yeah, and it's
Okay.
got real good instruction book too. So it's something you will enjoy. Now, okay, so I wanted to show what we were going to make tomorrow in our IQ designer
Okay.
lesson. Okay, and that is, and I don't know why I haven't done this yet, other than I didn't like the colors.
Right,
So I kind of
yeah.
skipped over
Yeah.
this tote. But this is right from the Mastering IQ Designer book. So, Mastering IQ Designer, and this is what we're going to start on tomorrow, okay? But
Don't look at the colors.
don't look at the colors.
Just
You're
set
gonna
the style.
It was designed by Deb Canham.
Oh.
And this is, she goes for these
does,
brights
she
and
does,
stuff.
yeah,
Yeah, but we picked really good. So first thing is your Mastering IQ Designer book. If you don't have, if you own any of the machines that do My Design Center or IQ Designer, you need this book. It has 21 different projects, but I say with every single one of the 21, do the project in the book and then change it to make it your own. Like on this towel, you would change your fancy fill to what you like, and on this, we're going to change the fabric. Maybe I'll pick a different fancy fill than she did.
Right.
So you're going to follow the directions in the book, then we're going to make it our own and design it the way we like. So we're going to start with this tomorrow at 3, but we also picked out fabric.
right there.
Okay. Oh, good. Okay.
Okay, so
now
this
Joni
one-
picked this one. I'm going to have her show that
Okay,
one.
this is a Chongo Wayne. So this is
Yeah.
really beautiful. And so what you'll need, you'll get 4 fat quarters. So that will be these 4. Okay. 4 fat quarters. There. And then, so that will be to kind of create the bag. Okay.
Because I told her we wanted fabrics that we could see the fancy fill. So that's
that
why.
would be this.
Yeah.
And
And
then
then-
this one was going to go behind right
Yeah.
there.
So we
And
thought
then-
wherever she put blue, and there's still going to be a fancy fill on it, but we just felt like we
needed something.
We needed
to-
something.
Right.
That's all.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. And then this is the piping. So this
Right
is going
here.
to be beautiful. Beautiful piping. And this is the lining. The lining is going to be gorgeous.
Yeah, and the
Yeah.
straps.
Yes,
the
the
straps and the
straps, the
lining
lining.
right here.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is the kit. We didn't think we could beat this, and we still don't think we can beat this. So like Joni said, it's Chongle Wang. She is a designer for Timeless Treasures. I absolutely love her fabric because her fabric, most of them have a little bit of gold metallic. And so we add, gold metallic thread to our projects. This is shimmer. I've been singing the praises of shimmer for so long. I love
this
that.
one could go down, along the
Yeah, you
side.
think that one?
Yeah, I think that one. But
So then you just use it here and here, a little bit there.
Yeah, and then maybe this one you could do. This one's going to be in the back. I'd probably do the purple on the.
Okay, right there. Okay.
And then you'd have the other
colors. So it's just it's going to look really, really nice, right? Okay. So it's a total of, what did we say, 2 yards of fabric?
Right.
Yeah, and it all coordinated beautifully. And so I'm thinking that this project is going to take 3 weeks. So we're going to start tomorrow doing some of the maybe the small blocks. I'm going to follow right along with the book. Along with the book, and but I just don't feel like we could get this all designed in one. So we'll finish designing. So we're going to start tomorrow, finish the designing and sewing next week, and then the third week we're going to sew it all together and show them how to use the piping foot. So we're going to do that on the sewing machine. So we're going to use some sewing machine techniques. Now there's another one.
Okay, so this one is like a fall fabric, and it is called Happy Fall Days. And so you will need the 4 fat quarters.
But it doesn't scream fall.
No, it doesn't.
Right?
No, we tried to pick something that didn't scream fall. So these were the 4 fat quarters. Okay. Ooh. And then this is the piping. I think that's going to be beautiful.
Yeah.
And it's a teal green. It looks, it's very, very pretty. And then look at this lining.
Yes. And the straps.
Yes, the lining and the straps. So that's.
I don't know what this strap is right here in the book. So who knows?
Yeah.
I wonder. So we'll find out. It looks like maybe a keychain hanging out or something. Maybe you end up with extra. Yeah. So I think we've got 2 that are beautiful, right? And I think it's these colors. I think you could use them for summer, right?
Yes, you could. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
I thought this is beautiful.
And that's what I said. I know, like all of us love that the Chongle Wang with the purples and blues. But I was thinking
you could do this on the Destiny.
Oh yeah, too. Destiny. Yes, too. So the machines that can do it are the Baby Lock Destiny, Meridian, Altair, Solaris, and Radiance. Okay. And then on the brother line, you can do it on the Dream Machine, the Stellaire, the Luminaire, and the Avenir. So there is like 9, 10 machines that have. So if your machine has IQ Designer or My Design Center, you can do this.
It does say, sorry, I just remembered seeing this earlier. It requires the use of the largest Solaris tube for this specific project.
So Solaris, so that would be 10 5/8 by 16. So they would just, so we'll, just like we did the last project that I did, we spent a day on so we'll do that too.
Yeah,
right?
You can do that.
Because that's what we have, beautiful Destinies. So they are 9.5 by 14 hoops. They have IQ Designer, and they put them in the email. They were running like $4,500, like really reasonable. And so if you have a friend that's dying to do what you're doing, but doesn't have the budget, or is afraid, she might have the budget, but she's just worried, I don't know whether I'll use it. Well, tell her to tune into us and call. We could ship those Destinies anywhere, and they are beautiful. There was a couple traded in. There was a couple people that bought a second machine. So let's say they had the Solaris, and they bought a Destiny, and they ended up never using the Destiny. They didn't. Oh. So that's why John keeps telling us about these Destinies that have very, very low stitch count. Yeah, so they're like brand new, and they're beautiful machines, and they can do IQ Designer. So I think you'd really enjoy it. So tune in tomorrow just to see what this is all about. Because we absolutely love doing it, don't we? Yeah, it's really fun to pick what fancy fill you want and click on that screen and it
really
fills,
fun.
right?
Yeah.
Yes, I love it.
And yes,
Okay.
Karen, the quilt binding foot will fit a 9mm machine.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
Now we didn't show this yet, and
Okay.
that we have these fat quarter bundles, and it has some of the fabrics that you chose in
Okay.
it. But so this is I read it already. So this is 12 fat quarters.
Okay.
So this project required just 4. So just 4 fat quarters. So you could probably so 4 fat quarters and maybe 2 more. So 6 fat quarters to make the bag, and then you probably get almost 2 bags out of this fat quarter bundle, and it's in all those beautiful greens and blues and purples that we absolutely love with the hummingbirds. There's the purples. So this is just a really nice fat quarter bundle, and that will also work to make this bag. Let's see what they call this one. Oh, the Tiled Tote by Deb Canham. If you own a serger, you have to tune in to Deb Canham on Facebook. I think she does a once a week free class on Facebook. So Deb is her first name.
Yeah, she does. I believe it's
D-E-B.
Monday nights.
Monday nights?
I think
And
so.
then Canham, it's Canham. She is fabulous on the
Yeah.
serger. We've had her come do an event for us. And then the other one that is great on sergers is Missy Billingsley, right? Missy Billingsley
yes.
is really, really good. Yeah, so she, look for her, but I think her Facebook page is like Missy B. Stitchin'.
Yeah.
Something like that. Missy, M-I-S-S-Y, space B, space Stitchin', S-T-I-T-C-H-I-N. And then you'll be able to find it on Facebook. She's just great to watch, absolutely great to watch. So, we got a Midway prize.
Okay.
Susan Valendiz, or F-A-L-E-N-D-Y-S-Z. Okay, so you got the book, and the 10 by 10. Right?
Yes.
The layer
the
cake.
book about making quilts with a limited time.
Yes. Okay. So I guess you caught it. I mean, some people they're in the bathroom when we announce a prize, and then we get people posted on Facebook that I didn't even know I won.
Oh, okay.
And they go, all of a sudden this package came in the mail. Look what I got. So Susan, congratulations.
Somebody asked about the shipping, and it's $8 with a $75 purchase.
Yeah, $75. It's free.
Free.
Yes. Yeah. So, and that's, $8 shipping, no matter how much you buy. But when you get up to $75, it's free shipping. And then I like it when you get free shipping, because then I have to call into both our point of sale system and our online live selling system, and I did already send them an email, but I got to call them and make sure they're working on it. So they change that you got to pay sales tax on shipping. This is like, yes. What was the other thing they got me on? Oh, so we have some people that have lots of credit build up from getting their money back, and so they buy something and they only use part of it, so it's really like it's free. Well, we were supposed to charge sales tax, but it was like it was free. So do they make you pay sales tax when something's free?
I guess so.
I guess. I don't know. She's going to tell me. She's going to tell me.
Okay.
So I don't know. Oh, I see what she's getting ready. Okay. So also for my class, you need this Inner Form Plus.
And we also use this on the placemats.
Oh yeah, that's the placemats. So we have the package here that is 18 by 58. We do also have a bigger package. So if you type in Bosel, 36 by 58. But this is the exact right size for doing that tote that we're going to start tomorrow. I'm really excited about it. I think that, like, I thought we did everything in the book, but we didn't. There's a lot we didn't do.
Okay.
So, And then also, Deb loves this. Deb Canham, she loves this Baby Lots Ultra Soft Fusible. Yeah, I'm going to do exactly what she says. She has a lot of experience. So, Susan, she said, I'm so excited. I've been watching since 2021 and she's never won.
Oh, good.
Wonderful. Yay. Okay, great. Yes. Okay, so the ultra soft fusible, you will love this. We had it just eliminates puckering. So it doesn't matter what weight, how lightweight your fabric is. You back the fabric with this very, very thin batting. It's fusible and it eliminates the puckering. You will be amazed. This is amazing
Yes,
stuff.
yeah, this is good.
Okay, and then also the other thing that Deb says for us to use is the SF 101 shape flex interfacing. I know a lot of educators that are out there with embroidery. They just say, buy this. And it does. It makes a huge difference. Somebody had sent Tommy a picture of, she was doing the Irish pillow, and it looked like she only had one layer of no-show, and her fabric puckered. And so he said, you got to put but like when you're doing heavy stitching, I would have used the tearaway, because it's stiffer. And even at that 2 layers, if it's big, 2 layers. But if she had put the SF 101, she wouldn't have run into trouble.
Okay.
So also,
so now you can buy that.
yes, you can buy a full bolt, which is recommended to do the full bolt of it. Kate's she'll put it in the
We
in the
use
bubble.
it on every single project, so
Yes.
you'd be happy to have
Yeah.
a full
So how
bolt.
many yards is this? This is 10 yards. No,
10.
yeah, 20 inches by 10
Oh,
yards.
that's perfect.
We did have bigger bolts, but they were harder to manage. This is easy to manage.
Yeah.
Right?
Okay.
You coming in to show something. You're not. You just
Okay.
came in to visit us. Okay, that's good.
Okay.
Okay.
So now
Bolt of Shape Flex. Yeah. Taffy, you need 2 of these. You need 2 of these. So, because this is just 1 yard, 60-inch wide. So 36 by 60. This is 10 yards, 20-inch wide. I know you sew every day, Taffy. You need this right here. Okay. Yes. Oh, that's right. And we never talk about the black Shape Flex, do we?
No, but
We should.
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah.
We will. Okay.
We will.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now we got some really cute things coming. Okay. So we're gonna put
Okay,
these
yeah,
here.
these are very cute.
Oh,
These are
that's-
little kittens inside teacups.
Yes.
Yeah, there's
So
very
you
cute.
get 4 of these. They're all
4
the
of those.
same.
So those are the
Look at them
kittens.
though. And so they've got, so I'm not buying charms anymore that don't have these hook things on them.
No,
Because in
'cause
order
they're
to
too hard
use
to-
them, you have to use like a little circle thing, and then you got to get one of these. It's way too much work. So I'm only going to get them with it. But aren't these
Yes,
adorable?
Yeah, they are very cute.
Mm-hmm.
It
So
looks
when
like-
you're making pouches and purses with zippers, you need a cute zipper pull. It makes a big, 10 yards, $169? I don't think so.
I'll double check it.
Okay, Steve's going to go check it.
Yeah, I don't think so. Yeah.
Okay, good, Joanne. Thank you for alerting us to that.
Okay.
So, okay.
So
So,
the little
adorable,
kittens-
ready to put on. So you don't have to hook any little,
Easy.
Oh.
I hate those jump rings. That
I
you
can't
like-
open them.
like,
we make
can't
we make
open-
Ella do them all.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. Lobster, yeah, they call it a lobster
Lobster
clasp. Yes. Okay, now the next one. Okay, after I said I don't like these with the, but oh my goodness, she really.
Those are very cute.
They are. They're adorable, and they don't have anything to hook them on with. Oh my goodness,
Maybe
Ella
some people
really made this secure. So, yeah, we're going to be putting Ella to work really soon because we are working on our Christmas box, which Kate is going to be giving you a sneak peek. She said she's not ready yet,
Okay.
but she's going to give you a sneak peek, and everybody is loving what. And I haven't seen it yet.
These are
So you're-
adorable.
aren't they?
They're like I guess they kind of look like glass, but they're plastic. But they look.
So you
they're
get
shiny.
8 of them.
We accidentally, I put in the 60-inch by.
Oh, okay,
instead of the
okay.
20 inch.
So you want to
okay.
go back? We'll hold it up again. Okay, so don't buy the
buy-
60-inch wide. I don't know. I like the what did we do with? He ran off with it.
Yeah.
Okay, so maybe go back to that. Did you or did it? Oh, he's coming. He's coming. He'll explain it all. Yeah. Okay. I don't know. I just like the 20-inch rather than the 60. So they're gonna put it in the bubble now.
I didn't even change it to do.
Oh, I'm going to right now.
You can do it. Okay.
So this is the SF 101. And there, so that's it right there. So how much is it now? No, that's not right. Okay.
It's one of the 1930s. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
How much is it?
59.
Oh, 59. That sounds better. 169. See, don't buy the 60. Unless you want to. We have them. But I don't know. I just, I don't know. It is great to have. It is. But if you've never bought a full boat before, that's a lot. $169.
Yeah.
So there, I think she's looking for it, or she's got it. There we go. 10 yards for $59.95. To me, that's the way to buy it. Plus, you'll get the 10% put back into your account.
That's-
so what,
yeah.
like $6 put back in? So, and it's just really convenient. You'll get through a lot of projects with 10 yards of it. So,
Okay. All
okay.
right. So
So we
now-
did our Santas. What is next?
Okay.
It looks
so
like fruit and flowers. Do you
fruit
think
and
this-
flowers. Okay.
Yeah.
Here we
And then
go.
how many of these do you get? 4.
Oh, these are 2 on the.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
Look at that. So butterflies. Oh, we only have 3
is
here, but
better
you will
than-
get 4.
2 is
Yeah.
better though. There's a
Steve lost
sunflower and a
one.
butterfly.
Yeah,
and
he
a
ran to his
butterfly
desk
and
to
another
see if he
fly.
could find the one that we're missing.
Oh, we're missing one.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
The cherries
Oh, here
and
it
the
is.
flowers.
Okay, okay. So
Okay.
it may not be these exact ones, but there's 4. You'll get 4 in your package, and they all come with the clasp. They're already on the little chain, and they're adorable,
They are
right?
very cute.
Yeah, they make your project. They really do. This little thing hanging off.
It looks so professional.
It does. It does. Yeah. Yeah. Tiffany put with her, that really bucket bag, I think it was called. And she put a little cherry charm with it. So cute. Okay. So now the next, these are great.
Okay. so
Christmas
let's see.
charms. So 4 in the set. Okay. These are really good. You know, honestly, it was hard to find ones where I liked what the charm looked like. I'm thinking it was people who designed the charms really didn't know what Santa was supposed
really?
to look like. Yeah.
They didn't do a good job.
No, they had no
they're
idea
very
how
cute.
Santa was supposed to look. And so I
Yes.
found this company and I said, okay, these are cute. Yeah. So you will get 4. 4 in your, here's another one right here. Okay. Right here. And they're all really cute. So when we go to do our Christmas pouches, Christmas bags. So anytime you put in a zipper, you got to have a zipper pull, a cute zipper pull. It just really does add to it, doesn't it?
It does, yeah.
Yeah,
it's
really
so
cute.
good.
So they're fun to have. And then we have one more set. Okay. But you know, I'm always like Steve says, it's a good thing that you can't sleep at night because that's how I'm on the internet at night,
Those are pretty.
screenshotting projects, screenshotting, ordering things in the middle of the night. You know, I have fun doing that. So
Okay.
So
and
there.
there's the.
yeah. So like Tommy and Maddie's house. Was I telling them about their house at one point that they were looking at a house? But it's like they're too expensive.
Too expensive.
They're too
you said it was real
expensive.
tiny and
Oh my gosh, it was only 1,100 square
really
feet.
wow.
Yeah, and it was $335,000 and only 1,100 square feet.
Okay.
Yeah, but I mean, it was in a really nice area, really nice neighborhood with really good schools. So, but you know, like Tommy was talking to. So did you get 4 of those, or what? How many of those do you get? Only 3? He only pictured 3. So that
Okay.
set is 3 of them. I think because they're bigger.
Big, and they've got 3
Yeah.
little charms on
Yeah.
them. So
Uh-huh.
that's really pretty.
But,
The
you know,
turquoise
it
one.
was going to be, his payment a month was going to be like $2,700 a month. That's a lot of money, right,
Yeah,
Kate?
that is.
Really?
Yeah, that's really is.
Really? So, so they just have to, like, Tommy, they want to put an addition on
Yeah.
that'll be mine.
that's
I'll
good.
stay in the addition. You know what he wanted to do?
Hmm.
You know, I didn't say anything, but he wanted to have like a little house way in the backyard.
So he wanted to put you in a
wanted-
she shed.
Yeah, way in the backyard. Yes, he did. He did. Yeah. Yeah, that's like, Tommy, you'd have to shovel a path to my little house
Yeah.
every day. Yeah, so
You'd
that-
have to
Good.
Like leave the house to go get a cup. Did he want to give? But he was going to give you a kitchen.
He better, right?
Get a cup of coffee.
I said, and I don't think our township will approve it. But like I said to him, someday when I'm gone, you're going to have a really nice family room.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's it. So I think, yeah. And if you can stand me being near you, then you're going to get to go to Disney and you're going to get to go on summer vacations, right? Yeah, you're going to get to live. You're going to get to, So, look at that. Seattle, 1,080 square feet townhouse for $975,000.
Right.
And usually townhouse, I was looking into condos here and where I always thought I would like to live, I then learned about the HOA fees, and they were the lowest HOA fee I found near here was $535 a month, and they went up to $975 for a month. So
and what do you get for that?
I don't. And then they also, one place had this asterisk, and you had to go find what it meant. And they said that it was going to need a new roof. The whole building was going to need a new roof next year, and everybody in the apartment building had to share the cost of the new roof. So, I think Darlene said that happened to her daughter. There was a big expense, and everybody in her condo, they had to come up with $2,000 a piece.
Wow.
Yeah. And So, prices on houses are so high. Yeah, so he's got to stand living with me, and I really do like living. I do like being with Mary and Gray.
Yeah,
I do. So he's got to stand living with me. So I'll just say to myself, once he gets me my addition, I'll go back there every day. Okay, so now what do we got? It looks like we have the Christmas box. Are you gonna reveal a little bit? Okay. I haven't seen it.
Okay.
It's gonna be up behind us.
Okay.
So she's working on it. Okay.
Just like the front of it. I am still working on it.
Okay.
That's really nice.
You're good.
So,
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, it's cute, and that's gonna open up.
I like the stamp.
Yeah, I do like the stamp. Yes.
Yeah.
Merry Christmas.
That's okay. And then again,
let's see if she's got anything. You have anything else done?
I do have some more stuff done, but
You don't want to reveal.
Yeah.
That's okay. That's okay. But it is really cute. It is really cute.
Yeah.
So, she's not revealing, but she kind of, and of course my memory is so bad, but there was something having to do with Christmas sayings. Yeah. And I don't remember a single one, but Tommy loved what he saw.
Okay.
Yeah.
Good.
And he would tell you if he didn't, right? Yeah. He loved everything he saw. So that's our Christmas box. We already got in one of the, we've already got in like 5 or 6 of the items.
Okay,
Did you see the one?
Yes, I think I think
that we're gonna cut and
Yes, that's gonna be fun. Don't say anything more.
No, they won't let me say it to them. The only thing was by mistake, Tiffany sold some. I told her that's okay, but you can't sell any more because she saw bolts and bolts and bolts of this, and she thought, all right, I can sell this, and she went, that was so that's okay, but it's gonna be really, really good. I think we're gonna have a lot of fun, and it's not just gonna have one project in. I have plans for
a couple,
like 4 or 5 projects, which everybody said they loved that about last year is they opened them up and they were able to make things. And so I think it's going to be really good. All right. Okay, so now the next one that we have is we've got this fabric
This is really pretty.
Yes, this is the quilt. And what did we?
This is the panel.
Yes.
Okay, so we'll open the panel.
And it's the exact fabrics that they called for in the quilt. So
this is that's a bird. This goes this way. Look how pretty that is.
This.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's really nice.
So I'll lay down. So you see the pattern. So you're going to get the complete pattern for the quilt with it. But it seemed to us that they gave you extra fabric for the border print. So we figured it out here that there's a border print going down the full length. Okay, and they didn't want you to piece it. So that's why they had us include so much. So we figured out that there's going to be extra. So you're going to get all the fabric you need to make the quilt top and the binding, okay? But then there's extra projects that they
there's a
recommended.
tote
So this one and this one.
placemats.
So you're also going to get the pattern for the basic bench pillow, okay, and get these pictures. And the basic runner. We think with the amount of fabric that's left over, you're going to be at least able to get the one or the other, and maybe even both. Maybe so you're going to get the patterns for both of those too. So you'll get the quilt pattern, all the fabrics to go with it, and they are going to teach. So Deb Adrian looked at it and said, the only thing these people need to learn is doing the flying geese,
Right,
okay,
yeah.
and then the mitered corners. So we are definitely going to teach it. I think you'll love it. But let's lay out the fabric so they can see how beautiful.
And this is by
Wilmington. Yeah, who's the
Wilmington.
artist?
It is Katharina Pete.
Okay, I don't even know
Katharina,
her.
I don't know her either.
Yeah, so here, look at this with the cardinals.
Cardinals, yeah,
the
everybody
colors
loves
are really
cardinals.
vibrant. Look at these poinsettias. So every single fabric that is in
That's pretty, like
it's the exact
plaid.
fabric. So that's why we decided to start early on Christmas this year, because, you know, if we wait, these companies sell out, and then we can't get any more, and we don't want that. So
It's a nice
all of
shade of
these,
green.
so look at how gorgeous this border
into
print
it.
is.
Yeah.
So we are going
Yeah,
to be.
so that's
I
gonna
think
go.
did we say we were going to sell this fabric on Monday? Yeah, unless I'll see. We'll just have to check with Carol. She comes in on Saturday, I think. Does she come on Fridays or just Saturday? I forget.
Yeah, she's here on
Friday. Okay, so we'll talk to her, and we'll just see how much is sold. And I know I can get more of all of these. They're really soft, aren't they?
Yeah, they are.
They're really,
beautiful,
really
very,
nice quality.
Very pretty.
Gorgeous, deep,
Like the bows
prettiest
in 'em.
colors ever, right? It's got the cardinal, which we all love, right? I think one year, it was actually Chonga Wang did a Christmas fabric out of roses, white and red roses, and it did not sell.
No, it just
sell.
didn't quite look Christmas.
No, you got to have cardinals and you got to have poinsettias.
yeah.
So, and this one has it, and yet the colors are so deep. They're not muted in any way. They're absolutely gorgeous. Okay, so that's for it. We had gotten requests from people to have something that was a little more challenging than our Gloria quilt, right? That is very, very easy. Okay.
All right. So
and
we're
we
gonna
may do a
this.
Gloria quilt for the people who want to go really easy. Okay. So you will end up with 3 patterns with this. You'll get the pattern for the quilt, the pattern for making a bench pillow, and the pattern for making the table runner will all be in your package. Okay. But
And
then
this one.
look at this one. This is
Okay.
easier.
That is easier.
Yeah. And
let's see
Lizzie?
I wonder what size this one is. This
40
is
by 70.
40 by 70. Wow.
Yeah. So, and this one, so the same panel. We should have left the panel here, but you get the idea. The panel, and then you will get, so here's the red that they used along the outside. There's a border of this one right there. A little
berries
right here
and the
is
snowflakes.
yeah, just a little one there. Here is the border print. So this is another one where you're going to end up with extra border fabric. So they use the border print around here. You can see it here.
Oh, yeah.
Going
I can
all the way
see-
around.
I see this part going.
Yeah.
And, oh, look, it's
And then they have strips of it,
right
top
there,
and bottom.
so they-
So very easy, but a really pretty look to it
Yes,
too,
it
isn't
is,
it?
yes.
Okay. Oh, here's the panel. So here's that same panel, which is gorgeous. Okay. So here, I'll just open that up again just so they can see. So, so just an easier quilt. Okay, so you get everything to make the quilt top and the binding, and then you can pick your backing fabric when we sell it, I guess on Monday, but it'll also be always listed on our website too. So Yeah, we're doing really good with our fabric sales online. That's going really good. I think they like our prices, right? That we have online we have bargain fabrics that go down to $6.88. So that's on Mondays. Oh, this one the backing is included.
Oh,
this
good.
one is yes.
That's really pretty.
So this is going to be your backing. And all we did, it didn't say what backing to use, but we zoomed in on it and we could see there was black and green and a touch of red. So we figured it was this one right here. So that's your backing fabric. So you get everything you need for the quilt top and the backing in this kit. And the pattern comes with it too. So really nice. Get started on Christmas now. You know, that's what somebody was in the store today. And I always quote Margie Weike. She, when every grandchild was born, she made them a baby quilt. And then in their life, she made them a Christmas quilt. And I thought that, because you can't be making, you know, and I thought that was a really good idea. A baby quilt and then a Christmas quilt that they will bring out every year for the rest of their lives. Right? So, okay, I'm going to flip out and just get something to drink.
Okay, this is for the bench pillow. So this is the basic, and it is the border print. So it looks like they just cut the 2 rows of like that. And that's for the bench pillow. Now, is it also for the basic runner too? Or is it just the bench pillow?
Just the bench pillow.
Just the bench pillow. So that is really pretty. The bench pillow is 68 by 16. I looked at it and I said, 61, that's too long. But I was looking at it upside down. So it's 38 by 16. So that's really, really pretty. So that's if you just want to, and then this one is for the basic runner over here. So this is the basic runner, and here is the border print. Okay, the border print, and then this looks like it is for the backing or the binding. This looks like the binding, and this one, and this one is for an extra border right here. So that has the bows and the 2 poinsettias. And then there's a border of the red on the top and the bottom. And then this looks like it's for the binding. That's really pretty too. So if you want to just kind of get a touch of something, if you want a bench pillow or just a basic, just one thing out of this fabric, that'd be nice to get these kits. Okay. Okay, and the next thing, it's really pretty fabric. And I love this one. Okay, then we have one of our favorite scissors. They are Karen Bay Buckley Perfect Scissors, and these are they're just so comfortable to hold. They really fit nicely in your hand, and they also have a guard on them, and they are also they have the micro serrated blade, and so they are definitely one of our favorite ones.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and there's really nice point on them, and that's a nice size blade too for a small scissor.
Really sharp serrated.
Serrated with the comfrey handle and the guard.
Yeah, and then serrated means it has those little bumps on it, but it holds onto your fabric better, and you get straighter cuts. So whenever I need to snip and get through thickness, I grab a Karen K. Buckley. Yeah. Okay, now we have the Kai and
and those are the
dressmaking shears.
So they must be 8 1/4, or let's see, 8 1/2 inch. So they have the bent handle, so when you hold on to them, you can cut and still keep your shears nice and flat against the table.
Yeah, so, okay, and then we also have
the pinking shears.
Yeah, the Kai pinking shears work really good. We usually have a pair right in the drawer here.
Yeah, let's see.
Oh, somebody cleaned.
I know somebody did. It was you.
Kate did it.
Yeah.
Wow.
That might be
okay, here. I see them right here.
There. Okay.
Okay.
Here you go.
Right, are these? Oh no, these are the scallop scissors.
The scallops.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay,
So, but
let's look in the other drawer.
Kai were the best pinking shears. Yeah.
Okay.
Wow.
Yeah, it looks
this
really
looks
nice.
good. I know. She's one of those that just Excel spreadsheets just are in her brain.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. They never got in my brain. No. And that's it. They use it. They use Excel spreadsheets to add. So they type everything in. I don't know how to do it.
Okay, so this is Carol's bow
We
colors.
love this. So
Yeah.
when is her class?
The 10th and the 17th.
Okay,
10th
so
and
July 10th and 17th. Is that a Friday?
It's a Thursday.
Thursday at noon. Okay, so Thursday, July 10th and July 17th at noon.
Okay.
She's going to teach you how to make this. But the directions that come with them are really, really good. Is this adorable?
Yes.
Right?
Yes, it is very
It is
cute.
really, really cute. It's done with a charm pack and yardage and Bosel, right? She used
Yeah, and
Bosel.
there's a
so
pattern
here, right,
for
show
it.
them the
Yeah,
pattern.
There's the pattern. It's
She's
really easy to follow.
Yeah. But she's a good one to watch sew because every stitch she takes is perfect. Her projects always turn out good. So you will get. So we've got more
They're
kits.
Okay.
So they've been shipping them out like crazy. All of our suppliers have run out of this cute little box. So what we did, so the one that you see right here is Americana
Here,
by
put that right
Riley
here.
Blake. Okay, and so you'll get the Americana charm pack, you will get the pattern, and you will get the yardage. I think it was 1.5 yards, right? In this cute little, it's actually a art bin container that is used to, store your charm packs in. But it's perfect for storing this project in. So you kind of get a double present. You end up with a bag and you end up with a really nice container to keep your charm packs in or
And
project.
And you have to buy the kit to get the pattern, right?
Yes.
Without selling it separate.
Right. And that's one of the, some of the companies make that a requirement.
They do, yes.
Okay, so that one is Americana. So you got that one here. I'm going to open them and lay them out so you can see all the different ones. Okay, so this one we absolutely love. We shipped out some of these, but this fabric came in all different colors, but everybody's favorite was this one with that plum behind it. And so this is called Autumn Breeze by Nancy Halverson. You can see all the colors, so see all the different colors, but everybody said their absolute favorite was this. Benertex shipped us 5 bolts of this today. So they will be packing those. We'll probably get those 5 bolts on Monday. So if you did order that, they're already starting. They've got everything ready. They're just waiting for that fabric to come in. And so that is just beautiful. The colors in this are beautiful. It says autumn, but it's another one that kind of just doesn't scream autumn. Like to me, like you could use it anytime.
Right.
With the golds and the beiges and everything. So again, you'll be getting, so I'm gonna lay that one here. I think you don't see what's in it unless you see the back of the package. So the Americana, and then the next one,
Okay,
so I'll put this one like that, maybe. Okay. And then this one is the Sunlit Serenade. So look at this. So Sunlit Serenade, it's got beautiful teals and blues, yellows, navy, different shades, all different shades. Okay, and we all looked at this fabric and we thought this was really cute for the straps and the bows.
That's really
with
cute.
that one. So take a look again. I'll lay this fabric out. And of course, you get the pattern. So I'll lay the fabric out. And okay, we'll flip through this one again just so you can see all the colors. So navy, I love that one, that diagonal plaid. But the teal, there's a diagonal plaid with the yellow. So really pretty, right? And that will take you, okay, so that one, okay, we're going to slide this one aside here. Here, let's move that there. Okay, and the next one I have is, this one is Blue Harmony. Should I stay with what you have, your order? You're okay? Okay, I love
Yeah, that's
Blue Harmony
She loves
by
blue.
Wilmington. I do. But this one, look at that. The blue. Oh, there was that one you loved.
I love that one. To me, it
Yeah.
reminds me of Monet.
Yeah, that
One right there, just
oh.
like watercolors.
Yeah.
There's
And
yeah,
Claire
that's
picked
really pretty.
the fabric. So it's from the line. So every time we pick a fabric, it is from the line. We're not subbing something. Look at that with it.
Yeah, it's really nice.
I love it.
Yeah.
I love it. Okay. There's three more. Okay. So you can get started on this ahead of time. Okay. And we were waiting for the Americana. We ran out of this fabric. They wanted us to sub something. And I said, no, it has to be this. But it came in today.
Okay,
So yeah, so they're coming. They got, and every one of our suppliers ran out of these containers, and but we got a whole bunch of them in. I'm going to order a whole bunch more today too. So it was just, they really liked getting that. So this one is a brand new one called Sunset Ridge. Okay, that was the fabric that we used, right?
Did we use? Yeah,
No,
I don't think
this is a Riley
Yeah,
Blake.
Yeah.
Yeah, Sunset Ridge. Okay, so here is the fabric that they chose to go with it, which is wonderful. I hope Claire likes her job. Have you talked to her? I mean, I would think she's having fun picking these things and stuff. So, yeah. So,
I thought maybe Carol picked this because she likes dots.
yeah.
Yeah.
No, she
Claire
wasn't
did
here
this.
today.
Okay.
Claire did this. Yeah. Yeah. So all these pretty colors. So this is Sunset Ridge from Riley Blake. So I see pinks and gold.
Yeah, that is very pretty.
So there's these greens, and then even some darker greens, a little bit of orange in there. Tiffany, her Botox, her bucket bag was made with this fabric because I recognize that little cherry fabric there. Okay, so we got that one. Am I taking up too much room? I just want them all to see all the different ones so they can buy one, buy two, buy three. Yeah, everybody's gonna love getting this as a present, right?
Yes.
And then you, as a bonus for making these for all your loved ones, you're gonna have all these really nice art bin containers, right? Okay, so I'm gonna slide this one up here. Okay. And put that one there. Am I going to get you all mixed up? There's two more. Okay. Yeah, this one is really nice. So this one is the fabric line that Tommy used in his Gam's garden. Yeah. Bees and blooms. Bees and blooms. So there's another one with the golds and the blues, golds and lots of blues, a little bit of gray in there, all different shades of golds and all different shades of blues. So really pretty. And they put this fabric with it for the straps.
Flowers. Okay.
Yeah, so the light blue flowers. Yeah, so that'll look really pretty too. Perfect for a summertime purse, right?
Yes, it is.
And really, it's not even July yet. It's almost July, but not July yet. So we got a lot of summer to get through. Summer shouldn't end on Labor Day because it's still really hot.
Yeah, well, I guess the first day of fall was like September 21st or 22nd or something like that.
So that's it. But the pools all close.
Yeah, they
Labor
do.
Day. They shouldn't do that.
Yeah, now this looks like the one we picked.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. So Lizzie picked this one, right?
Did she? Yeah.
Yeah. So
Okay, that's
this one
pretty.
is the new fabric line from Riley Black. Happy Fall Days, it's called, and it's got beautiful shades of the teals, deep reds, oranges. So that's the fabric that we chose for my tote that we're going to make tomorrow, right?
Yes.
So you can see all the colors here, and they really like this hunter green print here for the straps and the bows.
Yeah.
So, yep. And we'll be, in the next few weeks, we'll be bringing out some of these with Christmas fabrics too. So Karen says, you're killing my wallet. Keep up the good work, Karen.
Yeah.
Keep going. You won't regret
kidding.
it. You're going to get wonderful things, right?
Yeah.
Yes, you do supply your own bozo. So maybe put this, you don't need a big piece, right? I think the 18. was
Well,
okay.
wait a minute, because
We better check.
because that was your bag.
Yeah, my bag.
So this one, let's see the
Okay.
size on this.
So this-
We'll look at the pattern and see what.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Okay, the
Tony's-
size is 14 by 14 by 8. So
So you're okay with this?
yeah,
14 by, because you'll need 14 by 14.
So and this is
It's
18. This is 18 wide.
Yeah, fusible fleece. They're saying quarter yard, but we don't use fusible fleece. It'll flop. You got to use Bosal.
Yeah.
Yes.
So
I mean, can you put in the bubble the 36 by 58 just to be sure? Oh, it's in the bubble. So the
Okay.
18 by 58 is in the bubble, and then
now
she
the
can
straps
put the
are 3 by 20. But I think you could, go the other way.
yeah, because this
Yeah.
one
It's
is 18 by 58.
Oh yeah,
I
you've
bet
got plenty.
This is enough.
That's enough.
This
yeah.
is enough. Okay, this is enough. But
Okay.
if you do want to get the 36 by 58, you can search for that. I think if you just search for Bosal. So
Yeah. Oh, she's saying
yeah.
fusible fleece goes
yeah,
in
there
the
was another
handles.
one. There was a couple more, I think, that we don't have tonight because we couldn't get any more of the charm packs. So, like somebody mentioned the chickadees, and I don't think we can get any more charm packs. Yeah, these companies, they gotta, we need to be able to buy more. And it's like we have to, 9 months ahead, guess how many charm packs you guys want to buy. That's impossible.
Yeah, we were doing that yesterday. Yeah, we were like,
Yeah, trying to make a guess at it. So these are all wonderful.
They're
right?
every one of them.
I know.
is
I'm really,
pretty.
really excited. And yes, now, okay, we got a couple quilts. Oh, and I meant to tell you, Crimson Christmas. Did we put that one in?
No, but I do have the kit.
You do, yeah. Okay, I have the Christmas. I'll get Steve to run get the pattern. It's on the front counter at work. Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
So what
So
does
now
she?
we
Okay, she's got the Bosal. We'll pack these up.
All right. So I'll put these away, and this one needs to.
So Crimson Christmas. I know we have the quilt, right? They said I didn't see it. They said the quilt top is complete.
You would.
I
We
can't
had
wait
it
to
last
see
week.
this.
It should be. Oh, there
Yeah.
it
I
is.
just need a few
Okay.
minutes.
Okay, yeah. Don't worry. We can
Okay.
wait till later. I'm just excited to look at it. So, okay. And the next one, put this one in the bubble, and we'll start talking about this one while we're putting stuff away. Okay. And I might as well get some things out of your way,
Yeah,
Joey,
yeah,
right?
we can.
I'll
We're
go.
starting to build up over here.
Yeah, this is, she's got.
Here, we'll take this. Here, I'll just grab these. There.
Okay. We can put them. Yeah. I know we've got a really good selection, don't we? Yeah, I'm really
Okay.
excited about this. I think it's just really cute with the bows, and it's it's uses those charm packs, so it turns out really, really, really cute. So I think it's going to be a lot of fun. Okay, so here's a couple more. We might as well. Here's another one. We'll
Okay.
slide that one aside. I can just stack some of these. This will show. We have our mystery bundle. We've got a whole bunch of really good things coming up. Okay, now we're good. Look
At this, see that panel is gorgeous, and this is the pattern.
Yeah, that's the whole kit.
The whole kit. Okay.
Yes.
So this is called Crystal Corners.
Yes. So here I'll put it here. Hopefully it won't glare too much here.
Oh,
I'll
look at
lay
the
this.
little bunnies down
I
in
know, way
the
down at the
birds.
bottom.
Yeah.
Maybe if I
There's a
pull it
bird
this
up
way.
here.
Yeah, so this is the pattern. Look at the details. So like I said, people have been asking for something with a little bit more of a challenge. Still not millions of pieces like
Right.
we see other quilts.
With those,
Yeah.
I like the corners. It
Yeah,
has the
beautiful, isn't it?
Really pretty.
Yeah, so this is, so let's lay down the fabrics. First, take a look at this panel.
Yeah,
I mean,
that
it's a photograph. Zoom in on his eye.
Yeah,
And
it
this
is a real.
This is a photograph printed on, right? I mean,
Yeah.
doesn't it look like it? Look at that.
Yes, okay.
The detail is unbelievable. This is from Northcott. So, and even like Joni said, the bunnies at the bottom,
So
there is so much detail in them.
The birds have, look at the colors and the birds.
I know, look at that.
There's several birds here. There's
Unbelievable. So whatever they use, equipment they used is just spectacular. And the panel alone with all this scroll work, it is. And I love the colors. I love the blue with the red. So, okay. So this is the pattern.
Right.
Okay. So you see all of this going on here. Okay. So lay out the fabrics and I'll tell them. So it is 49 wide by 68 long. Okay. And you're getting everything you need for the quilt top and the binding. We didn't pick out the backing, right? I don't think. Yeah. So we'll have that picked out. Look at that with the snowy trees
and the snowflakes on top of that.
Yeah, so you can see them. There they go right there. Okay, the blue scroll.
I love the blue scroll.
It looks like it's in that. I'm going to call it a snowflake, but it's really a star. Okay, so the blue scroll, the red snowflake, I can see that going around.
And then here's the red scroll.
Yeah, and it looks like maybe this border.
Yeah, that one.
Yeah, and maybe the binding too. I bet the binding.
And blue snowflake. This
includes binding. So the red, look at this red for your bind. It's in this border.
Yeah.
And these stripes.
And then this is the outer border.
Yes.
The outer.
Oh,
that's beautiful.
It is. Look at that. Northcott brings out such beautiful quilts. They do sell out. It's like probably if I go to buy more of this tomorrow, even though we just got it in today, I wouldn't be surprised if it was sold out tomorrow. Yeah, that's it. That's the bummer with Northcott too, is that when they get a hot one, they don't remake it.
No, they don't. Yeah, I wonder why. They just
because it's only June.
Yeah,
they can get us more by October, maybe. No, I don't know how long it takes. I really don't. So yeah, the pattern comes with the kit. Yes, yes, the pattern comes with the kit.
Yes, it's a gorgeous red. So that is very pretty.
Yes, this deep red, the deep blue, the blue with snowflakes, the red with the snowflakes, and the unbelievable trees with the snowflakes. Yeah. Here, I got it upside down. There.
That goes on the sides, yeah.
Yeah, unbelievable.
Really
yes. So that's when I saw this one came in today. Lizzie helped me, and I was like, she said she's been really, really helping me on the audit, really helping me. And so, it was really, so here she's only 18 years old, graduating from high school. She's gonna major in civil engineering.
Okay.
But she just sat right down and started helping me and when she started helping me, I could relax a little bit. I think that's why I got sick, because I was
too much.
It was too stressful trying to run my business and provide everything they needed for the audit. The one list of transactions, they gave me almost 1,500 transactions, and they said, these people live in Pennsylvania, but you didn't charge them sales tax. And that wasn't the case.
No.
So we looked all of them up, and I would say 3/4 of them were out of state. But the in Pennsylvania ones, so you guys know they're in Pennsylvania. You come to the store and you might order the machine. We don't have it in stock. You order the machine and you put $1,000 down.
Right.
Okay.
And then
and then you come back in and you pay the balance. Well, we record the sales tax when the initial transaction, and so there were some people that made 4 or 5 payments,
but it didn't look like there was any tax on it.
Right, and there's each one of those takes me half hour to 45 minutes to find them, and then I have to screenshot them and put them all together and email them to her, and so I still have probably another whole week of just dealing with those. Okay. But I'm feeling better because of Lizzie. Lizzie's saving me.
Good.
Yeah, an 18-year-old. She shouldn't go to college. We try to convince these kids to not go.
Oh.
but they don't listen to us. No, we want them to stay with us all the time.
Okay.
So Lizzie
they-
is Ruth Ann's granddaughter. So, okay, look at how
so
wonderful.
we have that now.
Okay,
Do we
too many
have-
temptations. That's wonderful.
Okay.
That's what we were hoping for.
Okay, we have remnants. Look at these remnants.
Uh-huh.
And Ruth Ann packs the remnants for us. And this is just a sample of what she's packed.
Yeah. She
But
says every one of these bundles has at least 5 yards.
Yeah, and
Okay,
she's
look at this
very-
one. It has a café.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And they're all
Yeah.
current fabrics. 'cause these
Yeah,
are the-
look at this. A panel
right.
is in there. I don't know what this black fabric is, but there, I see
Yeah,
some
look at
pumpkins.
this, yeah.
Here's some Wonder Lane. Here's for the chickadees. Look at
Look at that. It's there's a
so
lot.
whenever they get to like the end of the bolt where it only has like less than a yard. They throw that in our remnant, and so they're all current fabrics that people are buying. So they're absolutely beautiful fabrics. They're only $19.88 for the bundle, and remember, 10% gets put back into your account. So we figured it out that you were only ended up paying like $4 something a yard for
Right.
these fabrics. So and they are current fabrics. So you got it. And they're fun to get, aren't they? That's what everybody tells me.
They're fun.
Yeah.
Yeah. See what
Yeah.
you get.
Yeah, we are lucky to have Lizzie for the summer. Hopefully she'll come back to us every summer. But her dad is a civil engineer.
Okay.
So I bet she's going to get an internship with her dad.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well,
Oh, wow. We're going to discourage that big time.
Yeah.
Yeah. It is wonderful when they come home for the summer because we have extra help. We just love
Yeah.
it. Yeah. So, yeah.
okay. So now we're going to do.
Mystery. Are we doing mystery? Okay.
Okay, mystery. Okay.
Okay.
There, now.
Okay, so I
Remember
packed
last
them.
week we were feeling the bag
Yeah.
and trying to figure out what was in it. But we're going to dump it out.
I'm going to dump it out. We're not going to go into detail, but I did pick things like I think really good. Okay, so I'm going to dump it out. So these are
And then
only.
I'm going to gather it
This is at least, I said at least $60 worth of stuff for $24.88. It's way more than 60 because you're going to see there's a charm pack in there. There's a
Yeah,
pattern.
it's way more than 60. Yeah. Okay. So.
Uh-oh. No more to drink. Okay.
Okay. So
So I'm
let's
going to just dump
There
it
we
out
go.
so you're going to see.
quick look. Quick look.
I better go.
Yeah, go get. Yeah, I'll put it away.
Okay.
Okay. It was just a peek. Towel. Okay.
Phone charger.
Yeah. And what is this? Oh, how cute. Yeah.
Look at this nice
It's
pattern.
Yeah. Oh boy.
my.
And a charm pack. Oh my gosh. Thread picker. Okay.
All of them will be different, but they're going to be things as
Power bank, keychain, Velcro. Oh my gosh. Needle minder. Yeah. Okay. So that is. So I think of
Lots
these
of fun surprises.
prizes. Yeah.
So I didn't add this up, but I'm going to say in this bag right there, there's at least $70.
There's got to be because that was a lot of expensive things
Right,
in
'cause
there.
that pattern ran $12.
Dollars, right.
And charm packs are $12. There's $24 in the
Right there, and we didn't even.
That power bank thing.
Yeah, I wanted to look at it for a minute.
You need that. So it's a keychain, and you charge it up.
Yeah.
Okay. It's got a cord and everything
Okay.
that you charge up with, but it's a keychain. So whenever your phone is running out of batteries, you just plug that right into
No.
your phone. You got to have that with you.
Yeah, that's
You do.
good to have. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Is that mine? Oh, goodness,
okay.
I took
All
it
right.
off.
Here we go. We're going to put that. Okay.
Yeah.
So now we got crimson. We had this last week, so some of you might want to take another look at it. Crimson Christmas.
We rushed through it, Ginger, because it's not positive you're getting all those same things. So we didn't want somebody to call us on that and say, I didn't get that, I didn't get that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
you have to-
we just
so
wanted
it's
to
like
get the
60
idea.
to 70, maybe even more worth of stuff for only $24.88, and we promise you it's going to be really fun to. Okay, so
To
where
get.
did the pattern go?
It was right. It was right,
Right
there.
here. Okay, so it needs this at the bottom, and this one at the top. So let's hold
There we
that
go.
up.
Okay. So there's it has two great big
We
red
need
points.
Steve.
And
We
I
need
guess
Steve to
they
hold
came-
this for us.
Yeah, and then we
So I
have
can hold it up. Yeah.
the white poinsettias are in the corners.
Yeah. So do
Yeah.
you know when they're going to be teaching this class?
I think they're starting something on Tuesday. So is that Deb and Ruth Ann?
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's going to start Tuesday.
Oh, good. This is coming up Tuesday. Excellent.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
And
that's really pretty.
So they're going to start to teach it. Okay. So you need the kit.
You need the pattern and the kit. And the kit is here. And
So
it
did
has
they
all
buy
those-
the pattern separate? It looks like they have the pattern first.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. So this is the pattern.
Yeah, and you could do
Okay.
your own fabrics, but we got a list of fabrics from Krista Moser. She is adorable. If you just want to see what Krista Moser is like, go on YouTube and put her name in. She's really neat. She's really fun to listen to, and she's very she's got to be an engineer to create these.
Yeah.
Yeah, unbelievable, isn't it?
Yeah. And the size is 52.5 by 56.5.
Yeah.
So there's the pattern.
All right.
And then this is the kit. Look at that
Right.
beautiful
Now there was
kit.
a ruler. Do we have the ruler?
The ruler was the diamond shaped.
Yeah, we could just put it in the bubble, right?
It was the diamond shaped 60 degree. I believe.
Yeah, and Krista uses that to make a whole bunch of different patterns too. Good job, Steve.
The poinsettias have nice legs.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah,
The
poinsettias.
have-
The poinsettias have nice legs, Janet says.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Really, really neat.
Okay. Now this one is the.
Okay, now I needed to sit down a second anyhow.
Yeah. Okay. And then this is the backing. I love the
Yes.
backing. And you told me last week you were going to get a red version.
Yeah,
of
there
that.
is a red on red.
Okay.
Yeah. So I have to call them tomorrow and make sure that they're
But
shipped
that's
it out.
beautiful.
Yeah.
I love the
So that's going to be
backing.
a really nice backing for it. So, all right. And they said that they said it was not hard. They said both Ruth Ann and Deb made it, and they said it was not hard. So, yeah. So they said her directions were really good, really easy to follow. And we used every single one of the fabrics that Krista recommended on every single part of it. So no substitutions. We know you guys don't like substitutions. So yeah. So okay.
Very
I
pretty.
put the ruler.
Oh, and the ruler is in the bubble right now, and you do need that to create this. So you can see that diamond shape right there, and you can see it in here too, the diamond shape. So you need that diamond shape ruler. But Krista makes out, I got to get in all the patterns that use that ruler, right?
Yeah.
I better get that. When is the
We
class
used
starting?
it one time for an IQ project.
Yes,
Yeah,
yes.
and it was a great big
Tabletop.
tabletopper.
Uh-huh.
It was really nice.
I'll get in all the patterns. Yeah, so, all right. Now that is one that they let us, it's an inexpensive pattern, but they let us sell the pattern separately because you need one of their rulers. So they said that was okay. All right, are you coming in to show something?
All right.
Okay, I'll get
All right, so let's see.
Yeah, and we'll get out of here.
How's everyone doing? So we have the 7x12 magnetic hoop that fits Baby Lock and Brother machines. It fits a bunch of machines, but this one is, it's going to come packaged like this. We are able to get an extra special deal on these, so that's why it's in this packaging. But when you open it up here, you'll find that it is in fact the 7x12 magnetic hoop that has the, you know what, I won't open this one, but it has the individual magnets that go all the way around. I know we've sold this one before. I know they sold for over 400. So now if you're looking to get this hoop, if you don't have it in your lineup, or this is the 7x12, but it has the individual magnets that go around that holds everything in place really well. So get yourself this one. You'll be really happy with this hoop, especially at that $239 price. So, oh yeah, I did my hike on last weekend. We hiked our 37 miles. So anyone who wished me well or was asking about it, thank you. It went really well, and I look actually forward to doing it again next year. So, Next up, we have a new chair to show you guys. So it is, I'm going to wheel it in here. There we go. So I talked about this chair before. How were my boots? Oh, boots were good. Everything like that. So yeah, it went really well. So, but this is a new chair that we got in. Can we see it from back there? Oh, we're gonna go to that one. Okay, we're gonna switch cameras here. So this one's a taller chair. This is a taller chair than we normally get in. This is more of a drafting chair. So I think this is as low as it goes. So that might be as low as it goes there, but it has different adjustments here. So if you do need to go up higher, you can go up higher on this one, and it goes all the way up there. And then this lever, you can lift to lower and raise your back that way. And then there's a lever on this side that can lift up the seat that way too. So yeah, it's a nice print too. But these chairs we're selling for $3.99, and we have them on special for $2.49. So if you're looking for a tall chair, this one goes all the way up to pretty high, right? It's a pretty tall chair. So, and we have them in stock now. So if you want to get one, you can come in and try it out, or we can ship it right to you. So. What else we got tonight? This? Okay. So this one is is this quilt pattern?
It is a kit.
Kit, okay. So you'll get the pattern with it. So this is Winter Solstice 2 quilt panel. So it comes, oh, this is the sample here, okay. So this is the quilt completed. And there's a panel in here with borders and some pieced quilt blocks that run down here. So this one was pieced together for us. So this one goes rather well because there's a panel in the middle, and then looks like some pieced stars and trees, and then a really nice big border print that goes all the way around on this one. This one is a pretty quilt. And this one finishes out to be 55 by 58 is the finish size on this one. So you'll get one panel, and then all the fabrics to be able to do the trees and the stars here, and then the big border print, which is nice. And we didn't even have to miter the corners on this one. You just square off the corners and it looks really nice. And there is gold metallic in this one. Lots of pretty things tonight.
I know you added in the jelly rolls.
Okay.
We have.
Yeah, we can show the jelly rolls too. We'll finish up with those. So we showed the leafy cave quilt, and these is this from Jason Yenner? Yes, this is from Jason Yenner. So some jelly rolls. These are cave jelly rolls, and we will start with this one here. So this is the primary colors, all the colors in the rainbow. This is the classic cave fabrics. So this is a bright one with the colors, and these we thought would make good jelly roll rugs. So that's the bright one. We also have the green and blues. So this is the colors on the side here. So nice blue and greens in that one. Brighter pastels in this one. This is sorbet. So lots of bright colors. And then the last one here is
Polaris.
Polaris. So it's got lots of black and whites with some bright colors in. From the side, you can see there. This one's lots of black and whites. I like this one. I like the black and whites with this one. So, is that?
Is there anything else you?
I think that should be good. Yeah. Yep. So, I think Gloria and Joni are out there. They might. Are they? They're going to come back and say hi.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. I think that's
Okay.
it. I think we're all.
That's it
That's
for
it for
tonight.
Yep.
Okay. It was fun. We had a lot of good stuff.
We did. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So tomorrow, Gloria will be on at 3 for IQ Designer to start the bag, and the end of the night.
Trisha Jones and Paula Summers.
Okay.
You are our end of the night winners tonight.
Okay. Congratulations. You'll get the picnic basket with the book and the fabric inside and the travel mug.
That sounds like a great prize.
Yes,
So,
it
yep.
is. Yes. Okay.
Thanks, everyone. Remember to go ahead and check out, earn that extra 10% back tonight. And we'll see you tomorrow.
Okay.
Thanks, everyone.
Bye-bye.